Major Music.
What's good? Coming at y'all with another video. It's D Dot, and if this your first time here, normally I like to talk all things music production, but today's video is actually going to be kind of like my recap, my experience at the YouTube Creators Collective, which was held here in Dallas on April 23rd. I actually received an invite to attend this sometime in March, and you had to respond to the email to say whether or not you wanted to go or not. This was not something that you could have went onto YouTube's website and just signed up for. They had to actually reach out to you to invite you to this event, so it was definitely an honor because of that. And I did accept the invite, obviously, and I got a chance to go to the event. Now, it took place at a restaurant called Marie Gabrielle, which is located kind of in downtown Dallas, and it lasted from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I didn't stay the whole time, but I wanted to just go to, see what this was all about. And once you got there, there was a check-in process, for example, where you came in and you got a chance to get a name tag kind of like this with your channel name on it and your name as well. And then once you got into the venue, I kind of, or at least myself, I looked around, there was a line where you got a chance to take a photo holding this Creators Collective sign, and they had like a background with like the YouTube graphic on it, and I got a chance to take a photo there. And in addition to that, there was someone who, kind of kicked off the event.
Let's give it up for Dallas. And maybe you're not from Dallas, maybe you traveled or drove, so maybe let's give a shout out for Texas.
Event to tell you there were like different modules, for example, that you could have got a chance to talk with just people that work in different areas of YouTube. For example, there was a support section, there was a section on monetizing your channel, there was another section on analytics and things like that. And outside of that, this was kind of mainly like a networking event. And if you follow this channel for quite some time, I've been to quite a lot of different like networking events in the past. Everything from iStandard producers, when that was a thing. They used to have the beat camp here in Dallas, and then on top of that, going to like a lot of the BeatStars events. So when YouTube reached out to me about doing this event, I was definitely excited to accept this invite. And on top of that, I really got a chance to meet some other creators from just different backgrounds, not necessarily just music related. I met creators that covered news stories. I met creators that were into fashion and fitness, and there were a whole lot of other creators there on topics like photography and cooking. And I feel like content creation as a whole is something that's relatable across the board, because we all use cameras to record. We all use microphones in a lot of cases to record. And just the work ethic of being a content creator, I think we can all exchange ideas in terms of those things. So, I thought it would be a real cool opportunity, just for that, to meet a lot of other creators. And again, if they reach out to you and go to your city and do a YouTube Creators Collective event, is definitely something that I would recommend going to at least one time. If I am lucky again to get an invite, if they come back to Dallas, next year or whenever it is, I would definitely attend it again. Once again, this event lasted about 3 hours. Now, aside from that, it's definitely a great networking event. They had like an open bar there, which I thought was pretty cool. And they had a lot of great food, sliders, they had salmon, they had a lot of dessert dishes, and there was food everywhere. And I thought YouTube really did a great job of just hosting this event and making us feel welcome, and providing all of this services to us to be able to talk to different people within the YouTube organization. I didn't get a chance to talk to any of the people that work for YouTube, but I spent a lot of my time talking to some other creators and just kind of pick their brains on how they do things. And we followed each other online, and just hope to keep some of these relationships, especially being a music creator. And I've met, again, the person that I met that does news. We talked about using some of my music in his news videos on YouTube, and just opportunities like that I think is pretty cool, especially when it comes to other creators, and you just never know what else can become of that relationship. And how later down the line, even with some of the fashion creators that I met, maybe down the line I could do some work with them and vice versa, in the future. So I again recommend that any creator should consider going to one of these YouTube networking events. And once again, you have to be invited to it. It's not something that you could just go to their website and sign up for. I do believe that if you are a part of like YouTube creators or follow them on like Instagram, for example, they post all the dates on there as far as when they're going to be doing their different creators collective events across the country. So that is another place, in case you're just trying to wait to expect for one of those emails, you could check out the YouTube Creators Collective on Instagram, and hopefully you find some more information about that. But yeah, I mean, there was a great turnout of creators that I met from the Dallas area, and I didn't know what to expect with this because, as I said before, I've been to several like music and music producer related events, but going to a just straight up content creators event was different for me personally. And I'm a very introverted person. You probably wouldn't know that being a creator, but it was a good chance to get out there and just meet some other people from different backgrounds, and get to network with them, as well as find out what we can do and how we can work together in the future. So I don't want to make this a long drawn out video. I just wanted to make a summary of what I saw at the YouTube Creators Collective event. Is this something you'd be interested in attending if they came to your city? Or have you been to a YouTube Creators Collective event in your city before? If so, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section. Once again, you can follow me on my socials on Instagram at d._majormusic. Same thing on TikTok and Threads. And if you're on X, Twitter, whatever the case may be, you could also follow me at d.mme. And if you hung around this long to watch the end of this video, please consider subscribing. I like to post a lot of music production related content, including the Major Music Lounge podcast, which is my podcast for other music creators. And if you are a music creator, hit me up on one of my socials, and I would love to have you guys on the podcast, and let's talk about some of the work that you're doing. Other than that, that's all I got, and I'm out.
We can go for a ride, get high, my favorite shit to do. Probably call baby bro up, he bring exotics through. Love getting caught from cuz, yeah, I know it's something new. Halle Berry in a Dutch, had me laid back comfortable. Dante's Raff in the Leaf when I'm smoking with the crew. Got enough for all of us, you ain't gotta mess me, fool. Wake and bake, I don't play, I'm smoking all through the day. I wake and bake, I don't play, I'm smoking all through the day. Favorite time of the day, beat them high time, high time, high time. When I'm riding out at night, it be high time, high time, high time. When I'm chilling with a cold, it is high time, high time, high time. When I'm coolin' with my niggas,